My second question to you, Professor Solange, is a bit more focused on the research, and I break it down into sort of three parts. One is with this constantly fast-paced, changing technology landscape, how can the states, the individuals, and the organizations stay updated?
I think one part of the question is to be answered by knowing the fundamentals, in technology of course, but in management, in political science, in historical science also, to have a broad understanding of the society, or where we come from and where we want to go, and keep things simple, don't keep it simple, and life is simple and should be simple, and knowing the fundamentals of classical culture, a classical education, it's wonderful, because it's not because you're on technology, it's not technology by itself, or not technology only, you have to have a broad understanding of the life. And for the first point, you have a very good understanding of the society, and then you can think in a prospective way, in proaction, and how to be kept in touch with everything is to be in touch with people who know things, and to have in your surrounding a lot of people who know everything, very, very good experts, and mix and exchange information, and read a lot, and go to conference, meeting people, and share experience. So it's very important to have the opportunity to be in touch with good people that are doing things. Should it be at the industrial site, knowing the economy, what are the incentives, what is the key factor of success, and how to take advantage of all this information. So you have to be very aware of all the information, have the ability to compute this information, and to understand what is good for you.
Excellent, thanks. Now in terms of bringing together state level cybersecurity and cyber governance policies, what is the best way for a public private partnership, and who should have a lead in this, in your opinion?
First of all, I think you have to have a political will, you have to have a vision, you have to decide for your society where you want to go and what will be the tools to go there. And you cannot rely only on private sector. Private sector can help you to give you solution, but solution is not enough. You have to decide of your strategy, your policy, and to have an action plan. You have to understand what will be the good cybersecurity measure and how to get there, and perhaps need help with the private sector. So be aware to master your own vision, your own strategy, and be more independent as you can of private sector. And when you speak about private-public partnerships, there is two things, private sector and public sector. And what is a little bit confusing is that you put private organization at the same level at the state level. So that's something very new in this vision of the world. That means that an organization, private institution, can negotiate with the government as equal, and perhaps it's not so equal of that. And be aware that in private-public partnerships, there is often one institution that are more profitable than the other. And be aware that all the public resources profit only from private sector, and public money, public resources, public whatever should have a return on investment for the public, for the citizen, and so on. So it's a very difficult question. We speak about PPP since 10 years ago, at least 15 years, but we have the killing application of PPP. And what we have seen is a lot of dependency from the public sector on the private sector. And that should be a new risk. And be aware of that kind of risk. And you cannot outsource everything to the private sector. Mm-hmm. So be aware of this dependency and interdependency. But you can negotiate with some service level agreement, with a very good legal framework to just saying what you want and what you don't want. And at the same time, you have to learn for how to be independent of the private sector, how to use the private sector for the benefit of the public sector.
Great, thank you. As a follow-up question of this, what do you recommend should be an ideal framework for performance measurement of such a partnership?
Oh, that's a very good question and difficult one to answer. And I should be aware that measurement is a tool for globalization, for performance, and it can be very dangerous because something you cannot measure is happiness, you
Yes.
know. And what you do when you cannot measure something, and you can perhaps lose a lot of important information that you are not able to measure. And that's the same thing when you speak about digitalization of the society, datafication of the society. What about you cannot put everything in data, you cannot put everything in quantification. So be aware of that, of this limit. But perhaps you can design some tools to pilot, to organize, to master the risk, and to measure the risk. And perhaps one thing you can have is maturity model, and where you are, where you want to go, and how you want to go there, and to follow this path. And tools you have to design in a very specific context. And what is the PPP? So when you decide, you can decide the tools that can help to measure the importance, the return on investment, and so on. But be aware that everything cannot be quantifiable and measurable and so on. And I'm very very aware that a measurement tool can be a nightmare, and because you can go through the less important thing, you know, and you can put the test to just test you are okay, and you are not efficient. It's not because you can measure that you are effective and efficient. So be aware of tools that can help you to pilot your thing, to manage, but it's not all the things.
Right. Great advice.
Thank you.